Hey guys, Dr. Brady here with Health Launch, and today we're going to be talking about something that I think all of you should get started with. It's going to be something that's going to help reduce inflammation, help you lose weight, and help you feel incredible. It's called intermittent fasting. Let's get going. Now, intermittent fasting is where you are strategically planning your eating within a certain window of time. So, for instance, most of these schedules that you'll see out there recommend an 8-hour eating window with a 16-hour fasting window. And one of the easiest ways to think about this is you're actually just skipping breakfast. And then you're condensing your eating time between 12 to 8 o'clock at night. That's the easiest way to think about intermittent fasting from a big macro standpoint. Now, the idea of skipping a meal might sound pretty absurd to you. You probably think, well, I need food to survive, so why would I want to go without food? That doesn't make sense. You've probably been told, oh, I want to have multiple small meals a day. You've been told that's going to keep your metabolism high, but actually, there are some incredible benefits to actually skipping a meal, to actually going without food for a specific period of time. If you think back to when food was scarce, when we didn't have grocery stores on every corner, there were times where the body went without food and actually served a very valuable purpose in the body. And we're going to go through some of those top reasons why you want to try intermittent fasting right now. Now, one of the first reasons I love intermittent fasting is it actually trains your body to use its own fat stores. What's really interesting is when you have your last meal, it takes your body roughly 10 to 12 hours to burn through the stored sugar that it received from the previous meal. Now, what's really interesting is what happens is after your body processes all that stored sugar, it needs a new source of fuel. So where's it going to get that fuel from? It's going to turn to your body's own fat stores. What it's going to do is it's going to turn to all those fat stores that we have stored up in our body and actually convert that fat into something called ketones. And then our body's going to enter a process called ketosis. You may have heard of this before, especially with the ketogenic diet. The whole purpose of the ketogenic diet is to get your body into a state of ketosis naturally. Ketosis is when your body is burning its own fat for fuel. Now, fat is an amazing fuel source. There's so many benefits to actually burning fat for fuel, and intermittent fasting is one of the easiest ways to get into ketosis. Not only do ketones burn a lot cleaner than sugar does, they actually give you more energy than sugar does, and a lot of people notice when you are running off ketones, when you're in this ketosis state, a lot of people notice they think more clearly. Inflammation goes down. They just feel better overall, and so intermittent fasting is a fantastic way to get into ketosis naturally without having to do a radical change in your diet. Now, the second benefit here is actually something really interesting. Intermittent fasting helps boost your detoxification system. What's really interesting is that when you go without a meal, what a lot of people don't realize is that your body uses tons of energy to actually digest food on a regular basis. So when you're having those 5 small meals a day, your body's using tons of energy to constantly digest that food. But if you skip a meal and you actually fast for a significant period of time, what happens is your body now has this extra energy. And what it does is it actually flips the switch and turns on a different system of the body, something called autophagy. Autophagy is when the body now uses this extra energy that it has, actually goes through the body and looks for sick, damaged, unhealthy cells and actually signals them to destroy, because those sick, damaged, unhealthy cells are actually creating more inflammation in the body. So this is a really healthy detoxification process where the body can actually take a step back and use that extra energy to actually detoxify, cleanse the system. And a lot of people will notice they actually lose weight during this process, but also it helps with your skin health. It actually helps boost your skin health, makes you look and feel younger. Now, speaking of looking younger, one of the best benefits of intermittent fasting is it actually helps promote the production of something called human growth hormone within your body. Now, you might be familiar with human growth hormone, or HGH, from bodybuilders. They synthetically put it into their body to actually stimulate more muscle production. But human growth hormone is actually an anti-aging hormone. It actually helps promote more muscle growth, collagen production, helps your skin look and feel younger. It's an amazing anti-aging hormone that people are constantly on the look for, and they'll go to dermatologists for it, but actually you can help promote that within your body naturally through intermittent fasting. Now, this last benefit here is something that actually really got me into intermittent fasting in the first place. Of course, everyone wants to look great, lose weight, look younger, all those great things. But actually what really turned me on intermittent fasting was the brain benefits that I got for it. The increase in focus and attention that I felt after starting intermittent fasting was incredible. And there's a reason why this happens. Actually, fasting stimulates the production of something called BDNF. It stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Now, brain-derived neurotrophic factor is really important for your brain for something called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is what allows your brain to change, to upgrade, to adapt to future stress and things like that. And so not only as you're fasting, are you helping your brain actually upgrade itself and become more adaptable, flexible? Intermittent fasting actually sends you in, if you remember, ketosis. Now, your brain loves being in a state of ketosis. Your brain is 70% fat. So when you're in ketosis, you're actually running off fat, and your brain loves that. And so your brain actually works a little bit more efficiently. So a lot of people, when they start intermittent fasting, they just notice so much more clarity, so much more focus, and even people will say they notice more creativity throughout the whole process. And now, especially if you're someone who has a history of any sort of mental health issues in your family, intermittent fasting is going to be a great safeguard to you to protect yourself in the future. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video on intermittent fasting and you're thinking to yourself, hey, I want to get started with intermittent fasting, don't worry, we got you covered. We have a free PDF download down below that's going to walk you through the exact steps on how to get started. It's going to show you what you can eat, what you can drink during a fast, what you should avoid during your fasting, and how to get started in an easy way that works well for you. You can just download that down below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure you click that thumbs up down there, give it a nice thumbs up, and make sure you click that red button down there to subscribe, because that's going to give you access to more high quality content that we have coming for you guys in the future. And if you have any further questions for us, make sure you put those down in the comments down below, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.